Why, good morning. It's a Tuesday morning. My name is Charles Chuck Charlie Chaz from CGM3 Productions. How are you on a very, like I said, Mother Nature? I don't know what's going on with Mother Nature, so we're going to have to really get her, make sure we get those, make sure we have to find it. So, yeah. A little chilly, but it's an enjoyable morning in Sullivan County this morning. Where I'm at is in Jeffersonville, but I'm wearing, like, obviously the Sabres hat, by the way. Go Sabres tonight, please. Big win. Big win, please. Thank you. They need this because this is definitely a real key division final. But before we go on with everything else, this is like kind of wrapping it in a nice little bow for the ending of the bye week. Tomorrow we start new. Actually, we started the week, with the 2 days, and then obviously I go into round 28. Mm-hmm. Round 28 for more chemotherapy. And I don't mind. Obviously they're doing a great job at all and whatnot. Yet usually in the middle of the day, it kind of gets me so spent, and I said, why are you doing this in the middle of the day? I'd rather have this done in the morning to really have, myself, some time to free up that time and, doing it. But as doctor's orders and actually how they fit it, it's imperative. And I thank them for that at the New York Cancer and Blood Center in Middletown. And it's just, they're a bunch of, very, you know, the Angels are amazing, and I get along with them very well, and that's why I surprised them in appreciation. Usually down there. And speaking of which, it is very much today when this is being recorded. Today's kind of really wrapping up the Nurses Week with International Nurses Day. So shout out to the amazing staff over at New York Cancer and Blood Center, to Orange Regional Medical Center, amazing job in Middletown, and even the ones that saved really my life up in Sullivan County in the outpatient area at Catskill Regional Medical Center, Dr. Altaviti and his wonderful staff, the nursing staff, really saved my life with a little over a year ago. So that being said, and by the way, to my best friends who are nurses, Bobby and Jana, you guys are the best. In fact, my thoughts and prayers are with another young lady. She's definitely a queen. Name is Breezy. Okay, and also know actually she is Brianna, but also known as Breezy. So she's going through some time, and this is going out to her too. So a very much of a shout out. Your thoughts and prayers are with me, kiddo. You got this. You got this. Never ever give up. We're praying for you. We're thinking of you always, and we're making it happen. So we actually keep this together. And again, it's absolutely amazing while we kind of wrap up everything in a specific way. Obviously, I have the shirt on, if you could see it right here. This was done a couple weeks ago over at Tri-Valley Little League, and a great job by their crew, their staff, two amazing teams. Again, it was an absolutely a beautiful day for striking out for cancer for Kurt Scheide, and it was absolutely amazing. Caught up with him at the game over there, and then obviously I missed last week because Tri Valley was playing Sullivan West. Now I said, okay, next time, which was yesterday, absolutely was yesterday. It was absolutely fantastic. So obviously both teams, they won, against a very high powered and high caliber Orange County softball teams. And, it was absolutely just put a smile on my face. And again, I got to say a shout out and kudos to Bob Elmauer took the picture on social media. Now I know I reposted it. But you know what? It made me so proud that there's another, individual that I know of very, very personally going through the same battle that we're going through right now. Obviously, he just completed his lesser round, but here I am, a veteran of, of many rounds. Again, 27th, obviously last week, 2 weeks ago, coming up on my 28th round. And it's how we do it. We never stop giving up. We always raise the bar to the next level. And, we just live life. We live life because we are there constantly. Now I know I'm in a safe place, but I'm actually out there doing my steps. It's like, get out there, enjoying the sun, enjoying the events. And yesterday was quite enjoyable. So, to Kurt and, Kurt, Coach Scheibe, and the amazing team, amazing job again. And I'm glad and I'm honored to wear your shirt as well. Imagine if I had a shirt done like this. No, I'm just thinking, just saying. Anyway, it's a win, and actually we're supporting each other. So that's the best way I can tell you right now. And being inspired. That's the most important way I can tell you right now. Be inspired, be hopeful. You look at us, in many different ways. So that being said, it's basically that. So now last week, as I mentioned before, I had blood work done, and it was a double dose, and there was some good news into that as well. Blood numbers could be a little bit better, improving wise, but I know my calcium's up, which is good. Potassium's up is good. Phosphorus is up is good. And thank you to, again, the New York Cancer and Blood Center who did that, to right now, to right in a little part of the world, to my the nurses over at Garnett Concord branch, for primary care. And yes, thank you to the ladies over there as well. Primary care, you guys are amazing. It's nice to have a laugh, giggle, and everything else, and knowing how to take care. And that Monday, I had an inoculation, and that inoculation was with pneumonia. Now, obviously, let's say I got cured. Let's say remission went into full effect. Everything was wonderful, and then all of a sudden, keep this in mind: my immune system is so whacked out, is so way down. So I'm starting to think ahead what type of inoculations I have to get to make sure to build up on it. And that was the one thing, because if you've seen mostly of any of the reports, from the older generation, they were in remission, and all of a sudden they felt extremely sick from everyday little viruses, and pneumonia is one of the top killers for this after that. So I mentally prepared myself to get the inoculation, and we're all set. So I have a couple things already squared away. So this is one of the best things I could tell you right now. So, by the way, I meant, before I forget, to Optum and to my nurse therapist, the social worker with Carmen, thank you. This is your day as well. You've given me, obviously you're just amazing as well. And, feeling the love all the way there to the teleconferences every Thursday, every other Thursday, it means a lot. It kind of gives that relief. And yes, I am hydrating. I just recently bought 3 more cases of water. So I'm hydrating every day, eating well. Oh, about the eating well part. So this past weekend, and kudos going out to Jerry, Mary Jane, and I hope you guys had a great Mother's Day. By the way, keep this in mind. This was Mother's Day weekend this past weekend. So keep this in mind. Very successful Operation Mother's Day to the ones that I sent cards to. And it's fine because from the get-go, from last year all the way till now, it's an appreciation and the very heartwarming, heartfelt words that I can put together. And that's the best way of being a writer. And this was not even AI, Chat GPT, whatever those apps are. This is coming from the heart. It's not coming from this area from here. It comes from here and comes from here. Mm-hmm. And you guys mean a lot. The ones that I know that are amazing with their families, and even to the matriarchs of the family. And this is going out to like Jen Herman's mother, to the Yeagers, to obviously mom up there, my grandmother. Miss you guys every day. To many other mothers that are supporting, and make sure you give that love back. Now, could there be an Operation Father's Day? We'll see. And you know who I'm going to be getting to. You know that. So that part is kind of completed. Now I feel kind of small. I forgot to get a couple of other cards to the extended family. So please forgive me. All right. So anyway, that part kind of went out very well. And again, it was a great weekend. I saw a friend of mine, Albie, who played at the Russian Mule, and again, it's always these little alumni things that we get together, and I got to see. It's like, oh, mini reunion. In fact, I just saw my niece up there as well, and we were sitting and relaxing, listening to Albie. Just an amazing day. So, which preludes to the next thing. Okay, so Sunday, Clairville Fire Department, I love your pancake breakfasts. It was absolutely amazing. So here's again, having breakfast with my best friends and knowing a few people in that area. And, we started talking. One of the volunteers for that, it's like, what are you going to have? I was like, let's do the full round. That's pancakes, eggs sunny side up, sausage. That was the first thing. And obviously the pancakes. Then the real volunteer who showed up asked me the same thing. I said, sure, why not? Figure if I can eat it, and if I can do it, I can do it. So I went with another round of pancakes, sunny side up, and sausage, and the bonus was a hash brown. Now I'm a typical home fries, breakfast potatoes, everything, And well, I'm eating first round, which was great. It was delicious, sipping coffee, having conversation. Then the next round showed up. Did I go after that? I did. 2 helpings. 2. I never thought I would actually pack it away. It's either because my appetite is returning, which is a great thing. I'm getting some weight back, got the proteins, did everything possible to get to the next level, and raising the bar, getting myself hydrated, plus getting the little things here and there before I went back home. Shout out to Crumbs Farms as well. Thank you for what I need. It was absolutely amazing, and it's all healthy. It's all beneficial for me to enjoy food and to enjoy and cooking dinner. So that's a blessing in disguise. Everything's coming around, in there, by the way. So it's pretty much on that. Now, as I said before, here I am making errands around the area. And obviously I'm excited for a couple things up in my old stomping grounds right off of Route 55 in upstate New York, where I'm at. Grahamsville Grill is open up again. Yes, because they have vegan ice cream. Best grass-fed hamburgers, cheeseburgers. So you guys definitely get the kudos for that. And recently, a long-awaited restaurant that we've all been waiting for, even though it's a little, with it, but the building's amazing. The food's incredible. I could tell. It's called the Quiet Saint. And my friends, my alumni, we stick together. So, I mean, I stopped over, saw the owner, gave her the biggest hug ever, and wished her congratulations and all the best for the new change. And believe me, the menu looks really, really good. What's really sold me on was the smash burger, which I didn't have yet, and I will be getting that. And shepherd's pie. Ooh, I had shepherd's pie before. It was absolutely amazing. So I know you're making you hungry. I'm sorry, but check out the businesses. Check out the locality of it. It's absolutely amazing. So I'm looking forward to that in the next few weeks. And where it stops, we can continue on going. Now I know there's another place in Hurleyville that I'm going to be checking out as well. So I'll let you know about that. But while I was in the area, I normally would actually stop by my favorite place, and I always love libraries. Always love libraries. It could be Western Sullivan Public Library, it could be Liberty, it could be Fallsburg, which helped me out a lot. But my home base is definitely the Daniel Pierce Library, along with the Times in the Valley Museum. Now, you have to take a look at their time schedules. During the week, the Daniel Pierce Library is working out. And one of the amazing individuals that I grew up with, and is another alumni, name is Kathy. I'm going to leave it at that. I said, you know what, let me do that, because obviously I enjoy dinners, I enjoy lunches, any type of international cuisine, and gets me going besides with this. Well, this young lady, and she's very, part of this. If you could see it, and you can see if you could see the author, homemade Italian cuisine, definitely. It's worth the peek. It's worth the checkout if you needed some extra help. So that's shout out to Kathy, an amazing individual, and she has plenty of those wonderful, wonderful, cookbooks from her home cooking, from the family, from that, and anything to help, anything to help out with the community, helping out with individuals that need to get the word out, really, 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 and really stop by the library. Again, it's really a safe place to read, to get the knowledge. I mean, don't get me wrong, technology is well worth everything with Googling or MSN, or co-piloting or anything else. But I've always grew up around was the library. Very safe. The books are absolutely astronomically great, and and it just means a lot. And especially, with being obviously in the historical times now. Now, keep in mind, and if about what just a little over 2 months, it'll be the 250th anniversary of our country, and obviously it's 250th anniversary right now of this area being a part of the skirmishes back 1775, 1776, and these are crucial years. So again, and I got to remember to tell you this, shout out to John Conway, Glenn Pontier over at Fort Delaware. As a matter of fact, Fort Delaware is now officially opening up this weekend. Check it out. It's absolutely amazing. So if you want to get to the historical side of things, you have to check that area out. So whenever you can, enjoy the historical significance of it. It's really, this year is very, very special, and it's nice to be a part of it. So as of right now, I'm just going to relax. Got to go check on some mail, have a little lunch. Hopefully I can get some more projects done before tomorrow morning. And tomorrow morning, actually it's tomorrow afternoon, 12 noon from 3, what can I tell you? Hey, it's, it is. but it's raising the bar. It's a win for me. And I'm going to leave you off with this again. We're going to raise the bar every day. Not, don't give up. Don't ever, ever give up. Whatever life's throwing at you, whatever illness, whatever condition you have, never give up. It's more important for that. And, besides what we do every day, it's really a legacy that becomes a legend, that becomes a tribute to it. And obviously, brothers and sisters, in what we do in life, it goes in eternity. Most importantly, that. And as I start off every morning, sipping coffee, being blessed, being grateful, it's a win. Definitely, it's a win. So, on that note, this is an amazing day. Tomorrow I have my 28th coming up, kicking cancer's butt. Okay, I'm thinking about kicking this portion of pancreatic and liver cancer, stage 4, metastatic, doing everything I can. And again, I'm blessed to have the amazing circle around me, and just, reestablishing and reconnecting with, with my ties. So it's absolutely amazing. So again, thank you, Kurt. Thank you, Bob. Thank you to everybody who's been, since the get-go from last year into this year. So have an amazing day. Make it happen. Make it so. Full speed ahead. And it's a win. This is Charles, Chuck, Charlie Chaz of CGM3 Productions, wishing you all a very nice day. Have a great, fantastic week. And as always, we'll be in an update, give you an update at the end of the week, probably on a Sunday, on how I feel and where we're going with this with this round. So maybe a parody, maybe something like a little punctual, maybe trying to get trying to make everything laughable. I'm just not giving up. So peace, love, friendship, and we will see you later on. Take care.